8 days after a major hurricane hit, supplies are arriving in Puerto Rico, but they're not getting to the millions of people on the island who've been left stranded without essentials like food and water. And with no electricity and limited means of communication, families there are growing desperate. Royal Caribbean is now sailing in to help, canceling a planned cruise and instead using this boat to ferry 3,800 evacuees to Florida. New at 6, Boston Public Schools are preparing for the students who evacuate Puerto Rico and come here. The superintendent tells WBZ's Beth Germano the goal is to make this transition as smooth as possible.
Emirce Velasquez calls and calls, but no answer about her sister or her sister's 6-year-old granddaughter in Puerto Rico. She speaks through an interpreter.
She's very concerned to reach out to her granddaughter and if possible bring her here because she's quite concerned about the fact that they're not going to have a lot of electricity for a while, a lot of running water for a long time.
With Puerto Rico struggling to recover from 2 hurricanes that tore across the island, many families in the Boston area want to give shelter to their loved ones.
Is the president a legislator?
It's why today the Boston Public Schools became one of several urban school districts to start preparing for a potential influx of children looking for a seat in a classroom. Superintendent Tommy Chang says coordination has begun with agencies throughout the city.
We want to make sure when families are coming to the city of Boston, they have like one point of contact and they can get all services, and that's our goal.
Officials aren't certain how many children to expect, but they are certain they will come with a broad range of needs, everything from clothing to even immunizations. Reverend William Nunez also has family with school-aged children in Puerto Rico. The island so devastated, he says, schools aren't even open for students.
Using those schools around the community for shelter, for housing, and so it's devastating to hear that your children can't go to school.
Superintendent Chang says they're looking for every available seat.
Our obligation as a school system is to educate them, so every single child will be safe and they will be welcomed in our schools.
And hope they can provide something as basic as an education. In Boston, Beth Germano, WBZ News.